What is up, everybody? Welcome once again to my YouTube channel, and today let's continue with another round of the Chicane Online Racing League. Today it is round 13 at the Circuit du Spa-Francorchamps for the Belgian Grand Prix. And now we are preparing ourselves for our qualification lap, for our flying lap. And we are going to get a good exit out of the bus stop chicane, open the DRS, propel ourselves down up through the gears and down the pit straight, prepare for the heavily braking zone into La Source. A little bit of oversteer on the exit, so it could have been better, but now downhill up through the gears as we prepare ourselves for Eau Rouge. The drivers say it feels like a roller coaster, and this certainly looks like it. As we go pedal to the metal, we use a little bit off the curbs, avoid to do a Magnussen, which will not be the optimal outcome in this case. And now up to the gears once again, and now braking zone, a big braking zone into Le Combe, if I'm not mistaken. Using the curbs, holding on for 2 gear, and we are now onto this very difficult corner to get right, as it is slightly off camber, and you can make or break your lap there if you make any mistake. Now just let the car roll onto this left-hander as we prepare ourselves for Pujon. Just a tad moment on the brakes, and now we are going up through the gears, full throttle, keep the momentum on our car, and over 300 km per hour as we approach this very hard chicane. You can use the slot on the curb to make your car turn better if you want, but yeah, it is always very difficult to do so under the speed you approach those corners. Now closing the second sector we are having with a purple lap time, as we are now up through the gears, very easily flat out through this left-hander, and now we approach Blanchemont, still flat out, as we shave off a little bit of speed due to the turning action. And now a heavily braking zone onto the bus stop chicane. We get a good exit, a slight adjustment on the steering wheel, but nevertheless we come home to post a 1:46.8, which was pole at the time. But once we go to the results of the qualifying session, we were beaten by Elgato by 4/10 of a second. It just demolished our pace today. I don't know how we managed to do that, but once again it's a 1-2 for the Portuguese drivers, with Elgato taking the lead once again. So let's go and enjoy the race. Welcome to the racetrack that gave maiden pole positions to the Jordan and Force India teams, also where Jordan would better their result in 1998 with their first ever victory. Welcome to the Circuit de Spa-Francorchamps and to the Belgian Grand Prix. So here we are once again, ready to go racing through the Ardennes. 7 kilometers of long straights, fast corners and massive elevation changes make this not only one of the most exciting circuits on the calendar, but one that makes for some consistently high quality racing as well. Simply put, there is no place quite like Spa. As you can see, we have a beautiful sunshine, which makes for great conditions for some great racing. As the drivers take their places on the grids, let's go for an awesome race, shall we? As we have now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. Lights out, and away we go for the Belgian Grand Prix. As we get a good start, we are still side by side with Elgato, as we are going to brake late into the first corner to avoid any charges down our inside, still behind Elgato, but we are now going downhill into Eau Rouge. Juno is battling for third position with Jamie, but looks like Jamie got the third place from Juno, or maintained it. I don't remember where he started, but we are now flicking the engine to reach mix, and we are going to get the slipstream and side by side with Elgato as we approach the end of the Camel Straight. Late on the brakes, and we almost overshoot the corner, but nevertheless we get first position from Elgato. We are leading the Belgian Grand Prix, and so that makes for a pretty good start for us, at least up to my standards. We are now jumping to the onboard view of Juno at the start of the race. He qualified 14th, so I really don't know why. Something looks really off with this car, as he gets overtaken by Matrix, who is the debutee in this race for the Mercedes. But look at this, under the brakes he already overtook something like 5 cars. He overtakes Frozen Luffy at the exit. Cuckoo got a better exit than Juno and is going to overtake him due to the slipstream and the difference in speed overall. But then he overshoots the Eau Rouge chicane, and he clamps onto Joe M91, I believe, and crashes out of the race. Then we have Lady Oscar also with a poor exit out of Rouge, and Juno has already made up 7 positions even before the end of the first sector alone, which is absolute madness. But now we jump to the end of the first lap, and we are being pressurized by El Nabo. We were not able to pull a gap yet to the other drivers, so me and El Nabo are starting to pull away from the pack as I post the fastest lap of the race, as I was the first one, so I was the quick one on the first lap. But now, going up to Eau Rouge, El Nabo might be able to pose a threat to our first position. He's going to get the slipstream, he's going to get the difference in the speed, and is already side by side with us. We brake early to avoid any incidents, so we may start to work with El Nabo here, get the slipstream off of one another and the DRS, and get a further advantage to the cars who are behind us, to the group behind us, as we have yellow flags in the first sector for some reason. It looks like someone retired from the race. Now jumping to the end of lap 2, we are still following El Nabo. Jamie has somehow managed to start catching up to us, so this might be a 3-horse battle until the end of the race, as Shady retires from the race and the DRS is enabled, so we might make a move for the first position in the next opportunity. But we have a virtual safety car, probably because of the retirement from Shady. So he brought out the virtual safety car, and well, there goes our overtaking opportunity, at least for now. So let's just skip until the end of the safety car period, as we are now at the beginning of lap 4, and we overtook El Nabo and Jamie overtook us all the way from where he was. So let's just say that the virtual safety car restarts were never the same after this race, but yeah, that's what we have to deal with. El Nabo is in second. He overtook us at the end of the Calma straight. I don't think we have DRS yet. I was now requesting a pit stop. We are getting very pressurized by Alex. We get understeer, we are out. We are on the barriers. We lost a bit of our front wing, and yeah, we have to stop because we are not ghosted, and I was afraid that we would hit Juno or someone else. But yeah, we were just very angry, very tilted from what happened between me, El Nabo and Jamie. So yeah, the car entered on understeer and I didn't even lift. I basically gave up on life. At that moment my brain just froze. I don't know why. I was just so angry I wanted to slam into something, it looks like. But yeah, so a very long pit stop for us, as we are going to fit the medium tires. Lost lots of time during that, as we had to replace our front wing as well. Jumping to lap 5, it is Jamie's turn to come into the pits. He pits from the lead, and he is going to come out of the pits with a very quick 2-second pit stop. But El Nabo, looks like El Nabo made the undercut and is on the soft tires. So El Nabo overtook Jamie already, I believe. No, he actually regained the position on the hairpin, but El Nabo got a better exit and has actually taken the second place away from the British driver. But nevertheless, he will have DRS and the slipstream and the rich mix and new tires. So he will get the overtaking move done even before the braking zone. Then El Nabo brakes late to contest it, but there was nothing you can do from that position. So P2 it is for Jamie, as we approach the end of lap 6, and Juno is going long, he's going on his medium tires, but they are heavily worn compared to the new medium tires Jamie has on his car, as they are going side by side on the runway to Eau Rouge. But just look at the speed difference. Juno, look at the revs on Juno, is not even going to the rev limiter. Something is very off with his car today. It does not have the power for some reason. And El Nabo also got an opportunity to get second place. So he's still chasing Jamie, he's still chasing the first place, he's still battling. But we now jump to the end of lap 8, and Juno is actually getting overtaken by Alex as well. As you can see, he's just dropping back from the in the grid, in the positions. Just see, compared to his teammate, yeah, he does not have DRS, but he has the slipstream and rich mix, and still then he was only just able to get behind due to the slipstream, as Marnix, the debutee, was in last place for some reason after a good start he had, but he crashed out at the top of Eau Rouge and is out of the race and deployed the virtual safety car once again. We are now jumping to lap 9, and Juno is now getting pressurized from Ash Bandicoot, the Red Bull driver, and he is having the DRS at the moment, and he goes on the inside at the first corner, and looks like he will have the move done on pace alone, as Juno is struggling with his engine for some reason, maybe a glitch in the game. But just look at the difference in speeds, they are not even under DRS conditions, and Bandicoot is already over a second of a gap to Juno. At least that's what it looks. Let's see at the end. Yeah, it's over 1 second of a difference just on the straight, where both were on rich mix and Juno was also with DRS. So a very big problem for the Force India driver, as now El Nabo got past Jamie once again, as we are going back and forth with these two for the lead of the race. As we are now at the end of the first sector in lap 11, Jamie goes by with the slipstream and the DRS, a little bang on the wheels, but nothing major happened, and Jamie takes comfortably the lead of the race. As we are now still in lap 11, and we are going to get pressurized by our teammate, who was faster than us. We touched the curb and we hit the wall, and was a little bit off the front wing, and well, at least we do not have to battle Homer for that place. But yeah, this has not been our race, especially that third sector has been disastrous for us, as El Nabo comes back at Jamie in the following lap and very comfortably takes the lead, as Homer posts the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. So yeah, we managed to not hold him up, and he managed to get the fastest lap due to it. As we are now following Jamie once again, he lets El Nabo by so he can get DRS on the next straight up to Eau Rouge, and just as comfortably as the previous laps, Jamie is going side by side. He has the top speed advantage and consolidates the move even before the braking zone, and is on the lead once again. As we are now pit stopping at the end of lap 14. We were in 6th or maybe 7th place at that moment, and we are going to make the switch onto a set of the soft tires, I believe. Yeah, we are going to change onto the soft tires. We are not going to change the front wing, so that may harm us in the next laps until the end of the races. There are only 7 laps remaining, even though it is a lot of kilometers, as this track is very long, 7 kilometers per lap. So lots of racing still until the end of the race, and we are going to get DRS on Rogue along with Rich Mix, but I don't think we are going to be able to make anything right now. Yes, the opportunity does not present itself, as we are now jumping onto Juno's perspective. He's on the pits at the end of lap 14 as well, and he's going for a new set of the softs. Coming out of the pits is overtaken by Shizzle, so Juno is down onto 6th place, and Joe M91 is in 7th behind him. He did not manage to get an overtaking move at the Camel Straight, but on the rundown into Blanchimont, Joe M91 has the slipstream, has the horsepower advantage, and is going to make a rather easy maneuver to get himself up on P6. And right behind him is Rogue, and I am battling with Rogue. Let's see if Juno gets anything done. Maybe with the RS here. It does not look like it yet. Let's just see. Even with the RS, Joe M91 is pulling away from the Force India driver. This is absolutely insane what is happening with the engine. It's like he changed this car from a Mercedes engine to a Honda powered car. But that should not happen, as we are under equal cars, so I really don't know what has happened to his car. As we jump to the 16th lap of this race, and we are right on the gearbox of Rouge, as we are going up through Eau Rouge, and we are going to get the slipstream and the DRS, so as easily as all others have done it, we are going to make a maneuver into first place. We had to brake later actually, as we were not closing up the distance even with DRS. So I think we may be having the DRS, the slipstream glitch, as because Shady has retired and maybe some others have retired. We only have 9 competitors as we post the fastest lap of the race. We only have 9 competitors, so some drivers left the session and the cars became desynced, so we are not, even though the timings of the game recognize we are close to each other, in the track position, in the physics of the game does not acknowledge that we are chasing the car in front of us and does not give us the slipstream benefits, as Jamie goes by with DRS once again to take the lead of the race from El Nabu. So quite a nice battle. We are assisting for the leadership of the race, as we are jumping now to lap 19, and we see up ahead is Juno. So we are very fast. We gained like something like 5 seconds in something of 3 laps, I want to say. I don't want to be exaggerating, but that's what I think happened. At the end of lap 20 we are right on the gearbox of Juno. Let's see if we can pull something off, as we are on standard, and we have the DRS and we do have the slipstream, but just as you can see, he gets better traction than me on the exit and is pulling away from us all the way through that straight, even though we have the slipstream. Not the slipstream, we have the DRS, but as you can see we do not have the slipstream. He's even pulling away further from us. I don't know what happened to his power output disadvantage, but it looks like I'm suffering from the same, because I do not manage to get close to Juno. We finally do using DRS, but there was no opportunity for us to make a move on 7th place, so we are going to have to stay put for a little bit longer and just keep pressurizing Juno. Hope he does any mistake, or wait for the next opportunity onto Blanchimont, onto the bus stop chicane, or onto the Camel Straight with the DRS. As we are now approaching Pouhon, we are faster than Juno, as you can see, but we are just not able to make any gap for us, as we have a scary moment right there. Very quick reactions from me to correct the car, otherwise we might have been in the barriers already, as we are also getting a better exit than Juno through some of these corners, and wheels on the apex, now on the curb on the outside that could have been dangerous last time around. It did not come with the perfect outcome, as we slammed the barrier, and now we are catching up to Juno. We are having an increase in top speed, but we get a 3-second time penalty because we went slightly off the racetrack. We understeered because we are following Juno, so we have to attack him, and just as we do, we get over a bump on the track and the car is oversteering in 4th gear. When it was completely straight, we hit the barrier, lost another half of our front wing, and yeah, we need to gain all that gap back, which we do. Just proves how fast we were compared to Juno, as Jamie wins the race. So apparently he won the battle with El Nabo and he's won his race. I think it is his second race win in the last 3 races, as he won Hungary, I won Germany, and now he's winning the Belgian Grand Prix. So we are once again slipstreaming from Juno, or at least we have a difference in top speed, as he's waving all over the place. But we choose the outside, which is going to turn onto the inside as we exit the bus stop chicane. We have a little bit of contact as we approach the outside of the corner. We get stuck, my rear wheel gets stuck on his front wheel, and we are going to cross over the line, even though we have a 3-second time penalty, which demotes us to P8, at least on track we got Juno. So Jamie wins, followed by El Nabo, Bandicoot in 3rd, Omer in 4th, Chisel 5th, Joe M91 6th, Juno 7th, Ruben in 8th, Rogue in 9th, and Alex closing the top 10 as he DNF'd, so I don't know if he's going to be awarded the points or not. But yeah, this time around we do not have the standings for the drivers and the constructors championship, as I was not able to get access to them. So this is it for the report of the Belgian Grand Prix. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you like it, the like button is right beside the video. If you did not like, the dislike button is right beside the like button. Subscribe if you want to see more. Comment away if there's something you wish to tell me, and hope to see you guys in the next race, and have a wonderful day.